It's written by a guy named Paul. And Paul is writing to a group of people who are pretty new Christians. They've kind of just started following Jesus pretty recently, and they're really trying to figure out how to heal maybe from some of these bite wounds from people in their past relationships. They're trying to figure out how to get through some anger that they have in their lives. And Paul gives them this great advice, and I think it's perfect for us to study today. So Ephesians chapter 4, starting in verse 26. Paul says, "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold." Now, I want you to just pause right there in just those couple verses. We're going to take a little bit of time and just unpack and pull those verses apart. And the first thing I want you to see, if you're taking any notes, you can write down these first 6 words, and that is, in your anger, do not sin. In your anger, do not sin, is what Paul says. And the first thing I want you to see, if you're taking notes and write down, is this. It's not a sin to get angry. It's not a sin to get angry in our lives. Paul says, in your anger, not don't ever get angry. He says, in your anger, do not sin. It's not a sin to get angry. We're all going to have times in our life where we feel angry. And how many of you know this? We all express anger in different ways, don't we? And so here's what I want to do for just a few moments today. I don't want to leave anybody behind as we dive into this message. I just want to share with you a few ways that we all express anger. Now, as I share these ways, please, if I share the one that is appropriate for you, please don't stand and cheer, okay? That wouldn't be appropriate. And if you see one that is somebody next to you, don't point, because we're not pointing this morning either, okay? So here's one of the first ways that we express anger in our lives. It's like this. It's like toxic waste. And when you get angry, maybe what you do is you just push it down. And you just push it down, and you just push it down for weeks or months or maybe years. You don't even really let anybody know you're angry. But what happens is this. After a few months, after a few years, what happens? That anger, that bitterness, those bite wounds that happen in your life, they begin to seep out into your life, into your relationships. And sometimes you don't even know why you're upset, neither do other people, because it's been so long ago, and it's just kind of toxic to your life. That's how some express anger. Others express anger like this, like a volcano. When you get angry, when somebody upsets you, I mean, you rumble around for a few days maybe, but then somebody pushes your buttons and you explode. And you spew lava and ash all over everybody. Whether they deserve it or not, everybody knows you're fired up. Everybody knows you're upset. You're like a volcano when you express your anger. And there's others of you I know sitting here right now going, I can't believe anybody would do that. I mean, I can't believe anybody would be so volcanic, and that's just so immature and all those kinds of things. And here's the reason you think that. It's because you express your anger like this. You're an ice storm. When you get angry, you just you get quiet. You get angry, you just start to kind of freeze people out. People kind of realize what's going on in your life, and then they look at you and say, hey, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm good. Good. Are you sure you're okay? Oh, yeah. Are you sure? You don't look very, I'm good. And you just kind of freeze people out. That's the way you express anger in your life. And then there are also some who express like this. You're like a microwave. When you get angry, you have 0 incubation period. Right? You get bit and you bite back immediately. It is like a microwave. And what I want us to see today is that we all express anger in different ways. And the command in the Bible is not, don't ever get angry. That's not the command. The command is, in your anger, as you get angry in your life, do not sin.